Hey guys, what's up? Sorry, I was having a little bit of technical difficulties. Who do we got in here? Happy Father's Day, everybody. Hey Ashley, Susie Q, happy Father's Day. This is gonna be really quick because I have my family coming over in like a half hour. But I'll wait till a couple people come in. Hey Susie Q, what is up? What is that picture? Oh, is that one of those what do you call it? Like those things where there's like a picture inside a picture? I like where you like do your eyes and then you could see something. Um, hey Jen, what's up? I got your email. That's what we're going to talk about is this case. I'm probably not going to be able to do a full video today, but I looked up his past past record just out of curiosity of if he has any past records, and he does. He has a few that I want to talk about. How many are you guys all aware of this case? It's in Ohio, which I haven't checked to see how far away it is from me. I'm not sure actually. I've never heard of the town. Let me look it up real quick. I don't know if it how far it is, but let's see. Claremont, right? Didn't they say like yeah, it's crazy. So this Chad Doerman, he lines up his 3 sons and shoots them all. And I guess the wife or the mother, I should say, I don't know if she tried to block one of them, but she got shot in the hand. The sister that which was his stepdaughter. It wasn't his biological daughter, but she ran off down the street, like, yelling, screaming, asking for help, saying her dad is killing everybody or whatever. Um, so, yeah, let me play, I wasn't planning on playing the body cam because I felt like everybody probably had already seen it, but let's watch a little bit of it, and then we'll go over the past records, unless you wanna do it the other way around. We could do it the other way around real quick. Let's, okay, so let's do it the other way around. Let's look at these records first. I know, it's crazy, like, so I was looking through his Facebook, his mom or the mother yeah, the mother doesn't have I can't find her Facebook page. I've been trying to look for information. I got her name because I did a little digging on, like, background searches, and I just figured out what her name was, but, like, I couldn't figure out who or I c she doesn't have a Facebook page. I can't find a Facebook page. I was just trying to get a little bit more information, but he does, and the weird thing is he posted 3 or was it 2 pictures 6 days ago. 2 of his 3 sons. Let me go over this and I'll show you the 2 pictures that he posted recently, which we know that he planned it because they say in court like that because he confessed and that he had planned it. So it wasn't just like he snapped and it went crazy. It was like he planned this, which is crazy. But yeah, oh yeah, he does. Okay, love. Yep, he does. So, oh, it's in Columbus, Ashley. I did not know that. So here's his past charges. So he has hold on, let's go start from so we have the one doesn't say what it is, which I'm gonna do a little bit more digging. But we have underage consumption. So this is back in 2010. And then we have so it says he's 32. Sometimes there's typos. So if somebody's like, no, he's 31, he's 33. These sometimes they have typos in these documents, even in court documents. Yes, that's why I was surprised when I realized that they mess things up like that. Okay, so then he has here's the domestic violence knowingly cause or attempt. But this is 2010, so this is what 13 years ago. So if he was 32, 22, wait, 32, 22, then minus he'd be like 19 when this happened. I don't know, I did a quick math, but around 19 years old. The same age that he got this underage consumption. And then he has this one when he was 18 that's criminal damaging, whatever that is. But I'm gonna look more into these cases. Like I said, I didn't have time today because um, got to get ready for my brothers are coming over. Anyway, okay, let's watch the body cam. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like I don't know, if it was just like a one-time thing, domestic violence. I mean, you never know. Sometimes it's a little bit it's not as black and white as what you know what I'm saying? It might not be necessarily what it's listed as. I mean, I would like to know more information if there was any past violence. I don't know. Have you guys heard anything? I'm not sure, but he does have a history, at least one charge of domestic violence. All right, so let's watch. Have you guys seen the body cam? Has anybody not seen the body cam? Well, too bad because we're gonna watch it again. Let's just see. Yeah, 19. Okay, I thought I did that right. Probably, yeah. It probably wasn't, but so here's a body cam. So this is June 15th. Just what is today's date? Not that long. Wait, 3 days ago. Oh, okay. Thank you. I should have warned you for the sound. Sorry. Okay, let me fast forward to when he gets there. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys see this. Okay, hold on. The crazy thing is, real quick, so he's sitting there on the stoop, you'll see. There's a rifle next to him. One of his sons is laying, and I don't know if it's just one or because I guess he lined them up. So they black out the screen, and you could see the cop like kneeling down beside him, and he's laying like right in front of him. So that means that this guy is just sitting there staring at one of his dead kids, if not all of them. I don't know how many is right there. I don't know. Are all three right there? I'm not even sure, but at least one is right there. I'm thinking they might all be right there. And he's just sitting there staring at him when the cops come up on him. Watch this. It's so weird.
Traffic, your digital.
Yeah, trigger warning, guys. Well, I mean, they don't really show anything, I guess.
Video's still digital, but the fire department is who told us that shots were fired.
I have this whole side blocked out probably because of the address. I don't know. Why do you think that we're going to find out that he was a good dad? Oh, I feel like we're going to find out that he was actually a really good dad. I don't know why. I just have a feeling like there's not going to be like that much history. Yeah, there's that 2010, but I don't know why I'm having a feeling I'm going to find out like he like did a lot with his kids and like it was unexpected. I could be totally wrong. It's just like a feeling I have, but I guess we'll see because I mean, this is just new, so it's all going to come out. But I don't know. I just have this feeling it's going to be one of those like Chris Watts types where it's going to be like, whoa, I had no idea. Now, oh yeah, Justify. Oh, I like your name. Sorry. I'm just going to mute it till it comes. I'll chat with you until he stops. Yeah. And then he's sitting there and he's like, oh, I'm not going to hurt you. You could turn me around. Like there's not freaking 3 dead kids. Your 3 dead sons are right there, and you're acting like it like there's no what do you I mean, what? I'm not gonna hurt you. Like, yeah. Are you kidding me? It's just very odd. Like, almost like he doesn't understand why they have him, like, pinned down or whatever, and in a way, he's like, "I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm not gonna hurt you. You could turn me around." It's like, yeah, I would have you freaking, uh Oh, hey, Mez, did you get my email? Yeah, I would have you pinned down if I was them too, man, after seeing that. Oh, well, I didn't realize this was so far in the car. Hold on, guys. I have more of the body cam, but this is just one of them. Okay.
Get him right here. Right here. You got him on the porch.
We've asked about the last place
Yes,
we've
he
been
did. I
told.
just showed it. I just
Stand up and walk towards us. Stand up now. Walk towards us.
Hey, Chopper.
Stand up with your hands up.
Yes. Like, what did I do wrong? Like, it's almost like he has that kind of attitude. It's like, I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, what would give them? Oh, what would give the cops a reason to believe that you're gonna hurt them? Because you just shot your 3 kids, you idiot.
His name is Chad Doerman. Chad Doerman.
I know, but I know, but we can't.
And you could hear the mother. You could hear some of the stuff she says. There's 2 different body cams I want to play, and
We gotta
the one
find cover first. We ain't no good if we
one you
ain't
could hear
safe ourselves.
the cops up there a little bit earlier than the other, where you could hear more of her. I forget which one's which, but we'll see. And then I'm gonna play this one where it slows it down, where you could see the rifle right there. I was gonna do all that myself.
From this side where we can see them.
And then I found one that.
Don't take cover behind it. We see them.
So, Ashley, you said it's in Columbus?
We're going to approach from this side. We got cover. Right here.
6 covered, 29 and 63 at check out.
Hey, Ellie.
Right now.
Yes, we'll talk about
Show us your fucking hands now! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up now! Stand up!
Okay, see where that's this black square? That's where at least one of the boys are, if not all 3. Does anybody know where they all 3? Because I know he lined them all 3 up, and then one kid, I guess, tried to run away, and he went and grabbed him back again. So if they were all 3 lined up, wouldn't they all 3 be at the same spot? So, but anyway, I know there's at least one right there, if not all 3. Okay, see where that black... So he's just sitting there. He's got a rifle beside him. So he's basically just sitting there staring. I mean, his dead sons are right there. All right.
Stand the fuck up!
You got a bike over there off to the right.
Okay, sorry. Get your hands out of here. Cover 21. It's in there.
Those guys can confirm that there's people that need first aid, and that's the shooter. He's not complying. They need to take care of the
I got it.
victims. They have to shoot him and shoot him.
Man, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm completely sober. Never did drugs a day
63,
in my
we're
life.
21. Get the EMS over here.
Well, I did drugs when I was little.
So she just started to say, he shot all my kids. I mean, I think she was saying kids. So that's the mother in the background. Listen to the stuff she's saying. And then you see the cop over here to the right kneeling down, trying to, save the kids.
I don't do drugs now. I'm sober. I'm not trying to fight you.
63.
Get your butt inside. Gatlin, get your butt inside.
We on prime.
And he's worried about the dog. So he's yelling at the dog, like, the dog, get your butt inside. Like, he's acting like it's just like a normal day here.
Now.
29, we got 3 kids down.
3 kids down, 16.
He said for dad.
63, we're 21. Have EMS respond over here.
What do I do? You guys hear? Can you imagine what? And okay, so I have a question. So she has a gunshot in her hand. So wonder if I'm sure she tried to like block him, but like I just wonder how it all went down. Like, did she just like watch? I mean, I know they said she did watch it, but did she try to like save them? And I'm sure she did for a period because she got shot. But I mean, I just wonder how that went down because it's him and then her. I mean, I don't know. I probably would have jumped on him or yeah, I don't know how it all went down unless if she ran in to call the cops or whatever, but
You're clear, they're being advised.
no, it wasn't the cop, it was him telling them. You could hear the difference in the voices, and plus how would the cop know their dog's name and stuff, so yeah.
Robert 34, just started mass casualty response.
63, do you want them to respond to the Laurel Lindale address? Where exactly
okay.
do you need them?
We're right in the front yard.
He took my life from me.
What are you doing, man?
Hey, are you copying all this?
Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt
You
nobody.
got anything on you?
No, I ain't got nothing, man. Phone, that's it. I ain't mad. I ain't nothing. Just make sure that dog don't come out. I don't think he'll bite you. Just don't reach for him and try to grab him and pet him.
All right.
He won't bite you.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Can I stand up? It's kind of uncomfortable.
I'm gonna
I
get
ain't
you
gonna
here
do
in a
nothing. I ain't running
second.
away. You can do whatever you want with me.
Now, I don't know what the story is. I'm gonna look more into it. I wish I had more time.
Here. You the only one else
So-
inside the house?
Here's what I'm confused. So you see them blacking out here. Is there a body down there? But then that wouldn't make sense because I guess, you know, they keep saying he lined them up. How would one get down here? So I don't know what they're blacking out here. I have no idea. Like I said, I'm sure we'll find out more information.
You the only one else inside the house?
Yeah.
Sit down right here.
My daughter, she ran over to the fire department.
Sit down.
It's my stepdaughter.
Put him in the cage.
Oh yeah, Jen, they said it, but I guess they said that he went and grabbed him and took him back. Oh, unless if what they meant is he went and just shot him out there. I was under the impression the boy ran off and he went and brought him back, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe he is out there. Let's see if any cops are like bending down or helping. Let's see.
This is Will.
Is there any cops out there? Because there would be a cop with, if there is a body, there would be a cop. Okay, hold on. Let me play. Man, I think they're here. I want to look into some more stuff with you guys. Because I bet you there's new like articles and new information that is slowly coming out. Okay, so let me remove this. Let's look at this one and see if I think this is a different angle. Yeah, this is a different top. Hey, true crime for you. This is Ohio.
Right here.
Ohio.
On the porch.
We've asked, that's the last place we've been told.
You
that
show me your hands now!
He shot his 3 sons.
Stand up and walk towards us! Stand up now!
You know what? Hold on. Let me read you like, because I don't know why I'm always under the impression everybody knows, but I shouldn't be. Not everybody is aware. Just because other people do videos doesn't mean everybody knows the whole story. So actually, let me read you this article that's pretty good that kind of just gives a summary of what happened, okay? And here, let me put up, hold on a second. So here is, let me take this one down. Let's put up, so here is, he posted this photo 6 days ago on his Facebook. And he posted another one that I'll put up in a minute. I don't have it on my brand thing. And then here's one. I guess this would be his stepdaughter and the 3 sons. Okay, so let me read you a little summary. Hold on one second. How's everybody doing today? Happy Father's Day if there's any fathers in the house. Gosh, shoot. I don't want them to be here. I want to finish this live. Well, I don't have, my father, he died, wow, going on almost 2 years ago now, but so it's like, I feel like I don't really have anything to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so it's just, so it's not really that important to me. But okay, so this is the other picture that he posted 6 days ago on his Facebook. That's him with his 3 sons. And then if you look at this, look, so this is him, and I'm guessing Laura, I'm guessing that's the mother. I don't know. It's from 2022. I'm guessing, yeah, because it says, look, it says, love this picture, son. So this is his mother, Gloria. It looks like she lives in Florida. It says, great picture, love you guys. And then Chad says, night before at 11 p.m., I woke everyone up to build a snowman. Haha, I was scared the snow would melt. So it's like, that's kind of sweet, right? Like, oh, you scared the snow would melt, so he wanted to wake all the kids up to make sure they could build a snowman. It's just so weird that people kill people that, I just don't get it. All right, let me just read you this. Here's another picture of him with one of his sons. He doesn't have a ton on his Facebook. He just has that, and then the new ones that he posted like 6 days ago. So how was he planning this 6 days ago? It's just so weird. Okay, so let me just read you guys, anybody that hasn't been following this. Okay, so it says the father facing aggravated murder charges and the shooting deaths of his 3 young sons appeared in court Friday. So that video is out too that we could watch, hopefully. I'll be able to before I have to go. So the 3 young boys were shot and killed in Claremont County Thursday, and their father, Chad Doerman, 32, has been arrested and charged with aggravated murder, according to the sheriff's office. It all started around 4 p.m. in the 1900 block of Laura Lindell Road when police responded to a report of a shooting. Deputies on the scene found 4 people shot outside a home on Laura Lindell Road. The first crews on the scene attempted life-saving measures on the 3 young boys, but were unsuccessful. The sheriff's office said all 3 gunshot victims died from their injuries while on scene. The 3 victims were all brothers, ages 7, 4, and 3. The boy's aunt also created a GoFundMe to help her sister pay for funeral expenses, which I'll remind me to share that here. It looks like they already raised 150,000. They have 20,000 for their goal, and last time I checked, they already have 150,000. So that's good. The mother of the 3 boys that were killed was found outside the home with a non-life-threatening gunshot wound to the hand. She was taken to the University of Cincinnati. Oh, this must be in Cincinnati. It must be near Cincinnati then. Well, that's far. I was like, I could go, I could go to the trial, but that's still like 5 hours, maybe 4 hours from me. But anyway, she was taken to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center for treatment. Claremont County Sheriff's Robert Leahy said he met her at the hospital where he told her the tragic news about her 3 sons. The boy's older sister, Alexis, escaped the violence. When deputies got to the scene, they came into contact with a man, later identified as Doerman, sitting on a step outside of the residence. Doerman was taken into custody at the scene and brought to Claremont County Sheriff's Office to be interviewed by detectives. Later that night, Doerman was charged with 3 counts of aggravated murder, all unclassified felonies. Doerman appeared in court Friday and appeared emotional during the hearing and dressed in a bulletproof vest. He did look like he started to cry a little bit, but the defense asked for a $75,000 bond, saying Doerman was employed and has co-signers. Prosecutors asked for the highest bond they've ever asked a judge to give, $20 million, and Judge Nagel granted it. So he granted the $20 million bond. David Cass, the chief prosecutor in Claremont, spoke during the hearing. The trauma that this man has inflicted on his family and community, law enforcement, first responders, and all the rest of us is unspeakable. There has been a full admission in this case. The case is still new. We're still discovering facts, but the evil horror of what we know is impossible to process. Gass said in court, in an act of incomprehensible cruelty, the father that stands before you lined up his 3 young boys and executed them in his own home with a rifle. Well, 1 second. I forgot to do something. In the act of desperation, the mother at some point grabbed the gun and okay, there we go. The mother grabbed the gun and the father was wheeled in to attempt to protect them. All right. Sorry. Like I said, I'm just trying to get up on this. Okay. So she grabs the gun. She gets shot in the hand. And then, so she basically has to, can you imagine? Like she has to watch. I can't even imagine. Like this has to be the worst nightmare of her life. She has to sit there and watch him kill her 3 sons. Anyway, Gass said one of the boys was able to flee, but said Doerman hunted the boy down, brought him back to the property, and executed him in front of witnesses. So it makes me wonder, okay, so maybe he did just bring him back like way down there where that spot was where they were blocking it out, and maybe he did execute him down there. So maybe the one was separate and that's why they're blocking it out. It's the thing is though, I didn't see any of the cops kneeling beside him. Okay, so Gass said one of the boys was able to flee. Oh, I just read that. Sorry. One of the most monstrous, craven, cowardly acts that will ever be our misfortune of seeing, Gass said. Gass also said in court that Doerman planned out the events. According to the court documents, Doerman confessed to planning and carrying out the deaths of the victims for several months. What the heck, dude? Let me take this down here. This did not happen on a whim. He's confessed to what I believe is the worst crime, at least I hope, that I see in my lifetime. Gast also spoke on the trauma inflicted on law enforcement officers who responded to the horrifying scene. How do you unsee such an abomination? Gast said. Gast spoke on the threat. They believe Doerman poses to the community when asking for a high bond. Actually, you know what? I could just play this while I'm reading this. I'll play this on mute while I finish reading this. Okay. Where are we at? The facts of the case are hopefully like no other that we'll ever see, Gass said. Claremont prosecutor Mark Telkuve spoke with reporters following the hearing. I've been a lawyer for 35 years. This is by far the most sickening, horrifying crime I have seen. I can only imagine the terror these boys felt and experienced. I can't too. Can you imagine what they were feeling? Watching, like, the last boy having to watch his two brothers get killed, and oh my God. The mother saw this. You can imagine the immense trauma and terror she experienced, and we will do the utmost that this defendant never sees the light of day. So a preliminary hearing has been set for June 26th. Oh, I wonder if, well, man, I wish it was a little bit closer. I could go to it, but it's, wow. Anyway, okay, so let's, this is the other body cam. We'll watch a little bit of it.
Right here.
6 Robert, 29 and 63 at Tyga.
Oh, how far are you from me, Ashley?
Show us your fucking hands now!
Stand up!
Stand up! Stand up!
Stand up now! Stand up!
Stand the fuck up!
You can see a gun. You saw the rifle.
Get your hands out of here.
72.
Tell them we're 21. It's in there.
If those guys can confirm that there's people that need first aid and that's the shooter who's not complying, they need to take care of the
I got it.
victims. They have to shoot in the shootout.
Man, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm completely sober. Never did drugs a day
63,
in my
we're
life.
21. Get the EMS over here.
Well, I did drugs when I was little, but I don't do drugs now. I'm sober. I'm not trying to fight you.
63.
Get your butt inside. Gatlin, get your butt inside.
We on primary?
Now.
29, we got 3 kids down.
3 kids down, 16 feet up.
Gatlin.
63, we're 21.
Knock
Have
it off.
EMS respond over here.
You're clear, they're being advised.
Robert 34, just started mass casualty response.
63, do you want them to respond to the Laurel Lindale address? Where exactly do you need them?
We're right in the front yard.
I can't, I mean.
What are you doing, man?
Hey, are you copying all this?
Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt nobody.
You got anything on you?
No, I ain't got nothing, man. Phone, that's it. I ain't mad. I ain't nothing. Just make sure that dog don't come out. I don't think he'll bite you. Just don't reach for him and try to grab him and pet him.
All right.
He won't bite you.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Can I stand up? It's kind of uncomfortable.
I'm gonna get
I ain't
you
gonna
here
do
in a
nothing. I ain't
second.
running away. You can do whatever you want with me.
Okay, so nothing out. He doesn't
Here.
really. See,
You
I
the
think
only one else inside the
that
house?
probably is.
You the only one else inside the house? Sit down right here.
My daughter, she ran over to the fire department.
Sit down.
It's my stepdaughter.
Put him in the cage.
I'm wondering if the other kid that ran away is what they're blocking out over here.
Just a little.
Might be.
They're all being advised they've requested 2 additional
Sorry,
medics.
I'm going
Also,
to.
air crews flying, but they need an LV and then a copy. Yes.
Yeah, there is blood on his back. Huh, hold on, let me see.
She ran over to the fire department. Just a little.
There's that sweat. Wait, where did it?
They're all being advised they've requested
Where
2
did they
additional
show it?
medics. There's also air crews flying, but
I'm almost there.
I remember I did see. Oh, there we go. Yeah. And there's blood on his arm. You see that? So I wonder if he even... Yeah, that is blood on his back, I think. I bet you that's from her hand. You know what I'm saying? Her's trying to wrestle him to get the gun and he shoots her hand.
The firehouse is advising them that the male shot the entire family.
29-37.
Hey, Soul, what's up? Hey, Tony. Morning Star. Yeah, that's what I just said, Morning Star. It's probably from the hand. And the shirt ripped. Yeah, it's probably the mom fighting him off. I bet you. I know he's still calm. Like, I want to know why.
Here,
like,
here.
We're going to find out he has, like, a mental...
We've asked, that's the last place we've been told.
You show me your hands now! Stand up and walk to me! Walk towards us! Stand up now! Walk towards us! Stand up with your hands up!
They ask him to stand up, but he doesn't stand up. He just sits down. I mean, like, they walk all the way up and he's just sitting
Stand
down.
up now!
Not showing hands or following commands.
Hi, Mama Mia.
His name is Chad Doerman. Chad Doerman.
These kids are in the front. We gotta go.
I know, but people need first aid, and he's not complying. And you know,
Hi,
he's
Maddie.
just shoot him.
Gotta find cover first.
I'm
Or
trying.
ain't good if we ain't safe ourselves.
I know, I want to dig more into it. Like, was him and the mother, were they still together? I mean, they said that he's the owner of this house. Like, he's the one that owns the house.
We need to come from this side where we can see.
So, they were still together, right? I don't know. Well, no, Kayla, because they said he planned it for months. That's what they think he planned it for months.
We gotta go.
29 and 63 a
Because
checkup.
he confessed, and I guess he confessed that he was
Right now, okay, right now.
so that makes it more confusing. I don't know, Kim. I'm going to dig into it, though, and see what I could find. I can't find much on the mother yet. I have her name.
Show me your hands now! Stand up! Stand up!
She doesn't have, like, a bunch of,
Move it,
like, much
move it
social
forward.
media that I can find.
Stand
Look,
up!
he's not
Stand
standing up.
now! Stand
For some reason, he just sits
up!
But you see the gun? He's just sitting there. No shoes on. Okay. Doesn't have shoes.
Air carrier's gonna go ahead and fly whenever.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna put this into my editor later and try to like
Air carrier's gonna go ahead and
like see more.
fly whenever any units can advise.
Get your hands out here.
72.
Come 21. It's in the
Okay.
area.
If you confirm that there's people that need first aid, and that's the shooter, he's not
Yeah, look, there's blood right there.
complying.
For sure that's blood,
I
yeah.
got it.
Victim, they have to shoot him and
I guarantee it's from the mother. Okay, so
Hold on.
hold on, let me remove this. All right, let me remove this. Okay, so those of you just coming in, I'll put up this real quick again. His who's in my bathroom? His charges. So we have nobody's usually up here. Somebody's in my bathroom. It's weird. Okay. So we have at least as far as what I could find so far, we have first degree misdemeanor, underage consumption. So we figured out he was what, 19, like around 19 at this time. Whoa, I'd have to see what's his birthday and then to get it exact, but it's a March, yeah. So 19, and then he has a domestic violence when he's 19. So underage and domestic violence. Let me see if this is actually the same one. That's July 2nd for the underage, our disposition date. Let's see something. June. I guess it could be the same thing. So yeah. So Around this time, yeah. So underage domestic violence, knowingly cause or attempt. And then we have criminal damaging when he's like 18. So those are his so far what I could find on him. Oh, wait, I do. I want to play this ABC. They have, where is it? Hold on one second. Okay, I'm gonna play this one. Okay, hold on. So wait, is there any fathers in here? Any fathers in the house? I just want to wish you guys a happy Father's Day if you are. All right, let's play this one real quick.
You show me your hands now!
It just, they kind of have commentary.
That was the first contact made with Chad Doerman, now charged with the murder of his 3 sons, ages 3, 4, and 7.
Stand up now!
You can see a rifle next to him. Moments later, the father is taken into custody without a struggle.
Stand up! Stand up!
EMS is staged and air carriers are going to go ahead and fly whenever any units can arrive.
Yeah, for real. Like
A few
basically,
seconds later in the video, you can hear one of the deputies asking Doerman what was going on. He responds calmly, saying nothing. The children's bodies laying just feet away in the front yard.
Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you.
Today in court, Doerman was wearing a bulletproof vest, the prosecutor not holding back in his comments about the suspect.
The trauma that this man has inflicted on his family, the community, law enforcement, first responders, and all of the rest of us who have any idea what's going on here is unspeakable.
David Gass, the chief prosecutor, calling the actions monstrous, evil, and cowardly.
He was their world, he was their guardian, and he executed them in cold blood.
The prosecution says Doerman lined up the 3 children and shot them, execution style. One boy even managed to get away before Doerman caught him, killing him too. The mother forced to watch it all.
To make things even more disturbing, Judge, this was no haphazard act. Again, by his own admission, he planned the events of this day.
As 3 young lives ended early, a second painful process begins in court.
I can only imagine that the terror that these little boys felt and experienced as their father, the protector, was murdering them.
oh man, I just can't. It's just, what the heck? What the heck is going on with people? Let's see what this one is. Hold on, I'm gonna play this, see what we got here. Like I said, I feel like we're gonna find out. I mean, I know he has that one domestic violence charge, but it was when he was 19. I don't know why I feel like we're gonna find out that he actually was a good dad and like was very active, like an active dad with his kids. I just have a feeling, which is gonna make it even more confusing. But like I said, they haven't really released a ton. They didn't even release the mother's name, but I just found it by digging into like background searches and stuff. But I don't know. I really want to know more. Like what the heck was going on? Hold on, let me share this one. See what this one has to say.
48 hours after a father confesses to murdering his 3 sons, we are hearing from Chad Doerman's father tonight. A judge set Chad Doerman's bond at $20 million, which is the highest bond ever set by prosecutors. Chad's father, Keith, spoke to me on the phone tonight, who says he is angry at his son, but at the same time is defending his son's character and feels something bad happened to him.
They won't let you talk to your son?
Keith Doerman, now living in Florida, said he came back to Ohio Thursday night after he found out what happened that day on Laurel Lindale Road in Monroe Township, but said he's not allowed to talk to his son. Chad Doerman confessed to shooting and killing his 3 sons execution style. Chad's father tells us this is completely out of character for Chad, saying his son isn't violent. I don't know what went on in his personal life. It's a shocker to us we didn't see it coming. He just snapped. I could tell in his eyes he's hollow inside. That wasn't Chad standing at the arraignment. I mean, that was not him. Contrary to what the elder Doerman said, this is what Assistant Claremont County Prosecutor David Gast said in court Friday.
We know that one of the boys was able to flee into a field near the home. And again, we know from his admission, father hunted that boy down, drug him back to the property, and executed him in front of witnesses.
On Friday, we found out prosecutors charged Chad Doerman with domestic violence in 2010 for allegedly choking his father, but authorities dropped the charge. Keith Doerman told me he can't figure out why his son would have done this. A lot of stuff.
Wait. They said that he was allegedly choking his father, but then his father's like, oh, I don't know why he would do this. I mean, obviously he might have some issues. And Anna, no, I'm not trying to excuse anything. I hope you're not taking it the wrong way, but we always like to dig into people's past and try to figure out why. At least I do with a psychology major type. I mean, that's what really brought me into true crime, was like trying to figure out why, like figure people out. So that's what I'm just trying to figure out. Did he have past behavior, what kind of father he was? It's just interesting to me, but I'm not trying to excuse anything, so don't take that the wrong way when I'm saying I bet you we're going to find out he was really like active with his sons and stuff. I could be wrong. Maybe he was a freaking jerk. All right, I want to rewind that and see what this says again about his father, about allegedly choking his father.
Authorities dropped the charge.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Witnesses.
On Friday, we found out prosecutors charged Chad Doerman with domestic violence in 2010 for allegedly choking his father, but authorities dropped the charge. Keith Doerman told me he can't figure out why his son would have done this. A lot of stuff out there that could make you flip, and I don't think there's enough research on that, alluding to the possibility his son Chad could be suffering from mental illness. But also said, I don't know if it was financial. I don't know if it was marital. I don't know if it's work-related. I don't know. Keith defended his son, saying he was a good kid and a good father, but said, I don't want nobody to badmouth him because this is a terrible thing he did, and I'm angry at him for it, but there's something deeper inside. That's all it is.
Oh, I could see it being, mental, like finding out he has something, some kind of mental disorder or whatever. Now if it would be like some kind of psychosis, that would mean that he would have been in it in like a large chunk of time, because they said he planned this though. So that's why it's harder to believe that it was just like a temporary type thing, because if he really did plan it. Now months, they said months, they think. I mean, I wonder if they're getting that information from him, which I know they are getting the information of him planning it from him, because they said that. But like the months thing, like, did he really say he was planning it for months? And what the heck is going on? That means he had months to talk himself out of it and realize this is stupid. Like, what is going on? So hopefully they'll do like a psychological evaluation on him. Well, Betty Blue, just because, no, not necessarily, because he might not have been diagnosed or, known that he has some kind of mental instability. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no, not necessarily, because if he's not on the books, if he's not on some like officially, they wouldn't know. And that's what some people have problems with, that, because it's like, for certain people being able to own guns, but you can't really help. I mean, you can't control it because a lot of people don't get diagnosed and stuff. But I feel like if they are, yeah, then they shouldn't be allowed to. Wait, let me see I haven't heard or read anything verified that it was planned. No, I haven't. No, they said it here. We just watched that clip. The ABC said that I don't know how did they word it, that he's been planning it for months. That clip that we just played, hold on, was the ABC one. I'm pretty sure it was. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see this one right here. I'm pretty sure this is the one that says it.
Chad Doerman, now charged with see a rifle next to him. Moments later, the father is taken into. You can hear one of the children's bodies laying just feet away in the front yard.
Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you.
Today in court, Doerman was wearing a bulletproof vest, the prosecutor not holding back in his comments about the suspect.
The trauma that this man has inflicted on his family, the community, law enforcement, first responders, and all of the rest of us who have any idea what's going on here is unspeakable.
David Gass, the chief prosecutor, calling the actions monstrous, evil, and cowardly.
He was their world, he was their guardian, and he executed them in cold blood.
The prosecution says Doerman lined up the 3 children and shot them, execution style. One boy even managed to get away before Doerman caught him, killing him too. The mother forced to watch it all.
To make things even more disturbing, Judge, this was no haphazard act. Again, by his own admission, he planned the events of this day.
As 3 young lives ended early, a second painful process begins in court.
I can only imagine that the terror that these little boys felt and experienced as their father, the protector, was.
Sorry, I know we're watching this again. I just want to see where they. I guess it wasn't on that one. Which one? I swear they say it on one of them. Which one would it been on, or was it the article that I read? Or
YouTube channel. That was the first contact made with Chad Doerman, now charged with the murder of his 3 sons, ages 3, 4, and 7.
Stand up now!
Okay, it's not right there.
Father is taken into custody without a struggle.
Stand up!
Do you guys remember do you remember them saying that on one of the clips? Am I just imagining it? That they said he was planning it for months, or was it the article? Somebody. I'm not crazy, I feel like. Oh well. Regardless, we'll find out. Now I already took down that article that I was reading. Let's see here. Let's see what this one says. I don't know if we'll watch all of this one, but let's see. Yeah, I mean, definitely he planned it, but I'm talking about I thought they said months, one of the clips, but yeah, they definitely said that he planned it. He confessed and it was planned. I know that is what they said. I mean, they haven't released like his interrogation or anything like that, but yeah, it definitely wasn't just like a snapped thing. But what I'm trying to figure out is how long did he plan it? And I swear one of the clips said months, which that would be crazy to plan it that long. I just can't find it now. I don't know where I heard that. Okay, hold on. I'm going to play this next clip and see what this one says. So anybody, you guys have big plans for Father's Day? You guys doing anything? Actually, let's watch this. Oh, I'm going to play. Let's play this here real quick.
A heartbroken community pouring their support towards the victims tonight,
including the victims' elementary school. WLWT News 5's Lindsay Stone joins us now. Lindsay, it's been a very tough day for New Richmond schools.
Yeah, it has, Stephen. Just so many heartbroken people out here tonight. We're here outside Monroe Elementary School. This is where some of the children attended, and they said they are just devastated at the loss of these 3 boys. They went on to release a statement that I want to read to you. New Richmond Exempted Village School District Superintendent Tracy Miller says, quote, Our hearts are once again broken tonight as we yet again ask the community to lift up those affected by this horrific incident. It goes on to say grief counselors will be available tomorrow morning here at the school beginning at 9 a.m. Now, it's not just the school community, but neighbors too processing today's events, and they say they are stunned that this happened on their quiet street.
I'm shocked, to be honest with you. We moved here 6 years ago, and the place is great, and New Richmond's coming up, and you just hate to see anything like this anywhere.
All of a sudden I hear boom, boom, and at like 5 more, I'm like, that's 7 shots. That's shots. Like, there's no way. So I was freaking out like this before I got ready and everything, and I don't know, man. I just saw, before that, I saw 2 cars right here on this street zoom as fast as humanly possible. It was like something's going down.
Wow. I spoke to another neighbor who actually lives on Laurel-Lindale Road where this shooting happened. He says this is a type of tight-knit community where everyone knows their neighbors. And so he believes he knows this family. And so he was just devastated. Again, so many people just still processing this horrific tragedy. We're live.
Wow. Yeah, maybe tonight, maybe later we could read the arrest affidavit. I'll have to find it here. I haven't read it yet. I'm looking for it right now, but I don't know if I'll have time to do it now because I think people are, I think my brother's here. They must be outside though. I feel like I heard them come in, but then they're not, I don't hear them inside anymore. This is in Ohio. Here, let me play another one while I'm looking for the arrest affidavit. So this is him. I think it's going to be like the full court hearing real quick.
State of Arkansas, Chad Doerman, 2023 CRA 1975. This matter is before the court today for purposes of bond hearing. Mr. Kelm, you were here on behalf of Mr. Doerman, Mr. DeCalvi, Mr. Gadd.
That a bond of $75,000 with order conditions would be appropriate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. DeCalvi.
Judge, at this point, I'm going to let Mr. Gast handle the bond for an hour and a half. Thank you.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Judge, we've got law enforcement with us here today. Our office has been involved. Lots of people in our office have been involved with law enforcement throughout yesterday, afternoon, and evening, all the way through this morning. And the facts I have for you at this point are as follows.
What's up, Jennifer?
Trauma that this man has inflicted on his family, the community, law enforcement, first responders, and all of the rest of us who have any idea what's going on here is unspeakable. There's been a full admission in this case, Judge. The case is still new. We're still discovering facts. Incomprehensible cruelty. The father that stands before you lined up his 3 young boys, and he executed them in his own home with a rifle. They were ages 3, 4, and 7, Judge. In an act of desperation to save her children, the mother at some point grabbed the gun. The father of his boys was able to flee into a field near the home. And again, we know from his admission, father hunted that boy down, drug him back to the property, and executed him in front of witnesses. The mother was
Does anybody have,
shot through the hand in her attempt to protect her children.
real quick, does anybody have the affidavit real quick? I'm sure I'll be able to find it, but just because I'm in a kind of a time hurry here, does anybody have it they could send me real quick where we could read it? If not, then I'll look for it later and maybe do a live later. But yeah, email me if you happen to have one real quick.
To just begin to imagine their fear. This was the man that every day they woke up looking to for protection, love, guidance in all things. The man they trust more than any other person on earth. The person they rely upon to keep them safe from harm. He was their world. He was their guardian.
I think the neighbors called.
We know that from his mission. one of the most monstrous, craven, cowardly acts that will ever be our misfortune to see. To make things even more disturbing, Judge, this was no haphazard act. Again, by his own admission, he planned the happen on a whim.
Emily.
He's confessed to what I believe is the worst crime, at least I hope, that I'll see in my lifetime. I hope it's the worst fact pattern that ever comes before this court. Judge, it's important for the court to know, and Monroe Township Fire and EMS and other first responders bravely respond to the scene where they don't know what's going on. They did not know what they're facing, and they come into a scene that no one can ever be prepared for. No law enforcement training, no training of any kind prepares you for this. It's easy to forget that these are men and women with families, children, feelings, emotions. They're not some automaton performing a delegated function. They're people. 10-year-old children. They held these boys in their arms, knowing there was nothing they could do to save them. How long do those scars last? What day do you wake up from that and did he have access to a weapon? Yes, obviously he did. The weight of the evidence against the defendant at this point, Judge, we stand here with a full admission of the defendant. That also goes to the confirmation of the defendant's identity, and witnesses on scene did see at least part of what happened. Next, the court is to consider the likelihood this person would return the court if a bond were issued. Again, this is the most heinous crime with the most severe penalty under the law that we presented to the grand jury. That alone would be a major factor in discouraging a person from availing themselves to this court or any other. And the thought to flee and the likelihood of flight is great in the state's opinion. The danger he poses to the community is a factor that this court can consider, and I think with the facts in front of you, Judge, we can't name a person that poses a greater threat to the community. As his prior record goes, Judge, it is fairly minimal. He was charged with domestic violence in 2010. He is not, to my knowledge, on probation community control.
Yeah, that's a
Judge,
long time ago.
The facts
I know.
of this case
Celeste.
are hopefully like no other we will ever see. When this case gets indicted in the Court of Common Pleas, I am certain that a no bond hearing will be held, and I would hope that would be granted. But at this point, at this juncture, we're going to ask this court to issue a bond we've never asked for before. I'm going to ask for a bond of $20 million. I hope I never need to request such a bond again.
Thank you. Date for preliminary hearing?
The date for the preliminary hearing, Judge, is 6/26.
No objection.
The preliminary hearing will be set for June 26th at 1 p.m.
It's weird, yeah.
At this point in time, bond's going to be set in the amount of $20 million cash or surety. Anything else at this time, Mr. Gast?
No, Judge.
Mr. Kelm? Mr. Kelm, anything further?
Nothing at this time.
All right, thank you.
What did he say? What was he? Hold on. What was he saying at the end? Does anybody know?
Mr. Gast?
No, Judge.
Mr. Kelm? Mr. Kelm, anything further?
CCO2? What is he saying? Does anybody know what the heck that's about? He said something CCO2. But why are they just like ignoring him? They're not even like, why didn't they say excuse me? Or is they just know like he's talking crazy?
This time, Mr. Gast?
No, Judge.
Mr. Kelm?
Something CCO2. I can't make out what he's saying before that. CCO2. Or maybe he's saying something too. Who knows? Yeah, Jamie, I don't think when people when we bring up, oh, if he has bipolar or schizophrenia, I didn't see anybody say bipolar, but if we bring up contemplating or curious if he has something, or if look at his burn, it's itching so bad. But if one of these suspects on a case recovering has something, we're not saying that to give them an excuse. It's more just to figure out why, because it is an important part of the puzzle of any case. You know what I'm saying? And it's not saying that oh, everybody with schizophrenia or everybody with bipolar or everybody with this is going to murder somebody. That's not what we're saying. It's more it helps tell the story, and it definitely is an important part of the puzzle. For any case, if there's some kind of mental disorder history, but it's not the cause necessarily, but it could be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think anybody's giving him that excuse or saying that, oh, if he has that, then that's what made him do that. But that's interesting. Says he let his stepdaughter run, but tracked down his own son when he did the same thing. I want to know why he let her live. I'm thankful he did, but that is so odd, especially if he planned it. Wait, no, the one that said, I thought this was the one that said that he did that because, I think I started the wrong one. The one that said that he did that because he didn't want the mother basically to kill it. He wanted to save the mom's life because at least she has one kid left. Where did that person, whoever said that, where did you get that? Hi, True Crime for You. Yeah. Oh, okay. He's asking for protective custody is what he needs. That's what he was saying at the end? Is that what you're saying? Huh. So let me see if anybody did. I could request the affidavit here, but I don't even, if you're saying it's only a paragraph, I don't even know if it's worth going through it to request something. I have the page up, but it's is it going to be worth it? Whereas probably I could just find it real quick. Somebody probably posted it and somebody said it's just a half. I did read an article where they said it's heavily redacted, the affidavit. So I don't know if it's even worth it, but if somebody has it real quick. All right, let me see. That one where the neighbor, there's a video where the neighbor said, I think the neighbor says that she called 911 because she saw the daughter was yelling for help. Here it is. I think this is the one that I want. All right, let me share this. I'm pretty sure this is the one, but not 100% sure. But either way, it's a clip on this case. So, all right.
Evening, Claremont County Police investigating a shooting involving multiple children. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Jacobs.
And I'm
Amy,
Ashley
I just haven't heard
This
anything
is all
about
unfolding
drugs
right now along Laurel Lindell Road in Monroe Township. Now we have live team coverage from the scene. We begin with WLWT News 5's Jatera McGee with the latest on what we do know. And Jatera, what can you tell us? We know it's a tragic situation.
Absolutely, Ashley, and you can tell by the scene around me that it's definitely calmed down from earlier today. A very chaotic and tragic situation unfolding this afternoon. The first calls to 911 started coming in around 4:15. So here's what we know. Again, the shooting happening on Laurel Lindell Road. It's close to an auto body or an auto shop here, and also to the Monroe Township Fire Department. We do know that there are multiple victims. We do not know how many or their conditions at this time. Unclear how many may have survived this shooting. We're also working to learn what happened to the shooter. We know that there is no longer an active threat. It's not clear if that person may have been taken into custody, if they were shot, or if they shot themselves. That's information we'll be getting from investigators as soon as they're ready to release it. I just talked to a woman who witnessed some of this. She said she saw a teenager run from the home screaming to call 911, that a family member was shooting everyone. And that woman says she called 911 herself. You can see that there's a very active police scene that's been here for several hours, and neighbors are absolutely stunned.
I'm shocked, to be honest with you. We moved here 6 years ago, and the place is great, and New Richmond's coming up, and you just hate to see anything like this anywhere.
Yeah, Claremont County. Hold on.
And any hour, we're expecting a briefing from investigators here, likely Sheriff.
So Claremont County is near Cincinnati, guys. People that are asking where this took place. It's near Cincinnati, Ohio. I just typed it in. Yeah. Okay.
Leahy, who will be leading that briefing, the sheriff of Claremont County here. We spoke with him very briefly. I could tell he was emotional and shaken up by what he and his investigators have seen unfold today. You can see it on many of their faces. This is not something that any of them get into this profession to investigate. Unfortunately, sometimes they have to encounter these kinds of extremely awful scenes involving kids, and that's what happened here today. So as soon as we know when that briefing is going to happen, of course we will let you know and bring it to you live. Reporting live in Monroe Township, Jatera McGee.
Also neighbors. I spoke to
There
one
we go.
woman who
Here's
was
the
just sitting
neighbor.
outside her porch when she heard several gunshots, and she was shaking as she described just how terrifying that was. Take a listen.
Oh wait, this isn't the lady I was. Oh well.
I was sitting in the garage here, and all of a sudden I hear boom, boom.
Yeah, this is
and
the
at
one
like
I was talking.
5 more, I'm like, that's 7 shots. That's shots. Like, there's no way. So I was
Yeah, we already watched
freaking
this.
out like
the
this
7
before I got
shot,
ready and
sorry.
everything. And I don't know, man. I just saw, before that, I saw 2 cars right here on this street zoom as fast as humanly possible. It was like something's going down. Like, we heard skids, and I was like, this is like too far for it to not be something. And I thought maybe it was fireworks, but it was a boom, like a loud boom.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. That's not the one I wanted. We already watched her. I'm trying to find the neighbor that she talks about calling 911 because she sees the daughter. But anyway, so 7 shots. So if she's accurate, 7 shots, 3 kids, then we know the mom got shot in the hand. That'd be 4. So I wonder if he shot. Oh my God, what if? Do you think he shot the kids twice each, maybe? Oh man. All right, let me see if this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. This is the one. Hold on, let me share. Yeah, cool.
I know that she witnessed something horrific.
A grim day in Claremont County that started around 4:15 when a woman called 911 saying her babies had been shot. Around the same time, Misty Hockey was driving to Kroger and saw a teen girl running for help.
She was running with a little black lab, and she was screaming, call 911, call 911. She says, my stepfather is shooting everyone in my household.
Hockey called 911 as police rushed to the scene on Laurel Lindell Road.
I wanted to get her in the car, but she just refused to leave her family. And that just says testament of how much she loved them.
Responding officers found 4 people shot outside the home. Life-saving measures were unsuccessful on 3 young boys, brothers, aged 3, 4, and 7. Their mother, a 34-year-old woman, was shot in the hand and taken to UC Medical Center. Investigators say the boy's 32-year-old father, Chad Doerman, was sitting on a step outside the home and was immediately detained by police. He's now charged with murder. As for the bystander who alerted police,
if I was just cruising down with the radio, blasting, I could have missed it all. Just everyone be vigilant. That's all I can say. I was vigilant today.
Wonder why he didn't try to kill the wife or the mother. So he just wanted to, like I said, I know we don't have a lot of answers. I'm sure we'll get some, but just makes you wonder why he spared her life. And then you said that he did shoot at the daughter. Let me see if somebody sent me the affidavit here. It's probably in there. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I'm not looking forward to this. I'd rather just work. Oh man, since I don't have a dad. I don't know. It's just not a holiday I feel like celebrating right now, but hold on a second. Or I guess she stopped yelling for me. Okay. Um, so somebody sent me an article. Or is this article have the affidavit in it? The person that sent Kayla? Because I did read a pretty good article that gave a good summary already, so I'm probably not going to read another one that does that, but just because I am limited on time, but I am looking for the affidavit. I guess I'll just have to request it because yeah, it says the court filings are blacked out. Says deputies detained Doerman without incident. A motive for the tragic killings has not been released, and a large portion of both the affidavit and criminal complaints in his new court filings are blacked out. They can't release a motive at this time. The one neighbor says the place is always quiet. It's a great neighborhood. Lots of kids playing at the park up there. Never anything like this ever or never. Yeah, I don't see the dang affidavit. Let me just Google it one more time and see. Yeah, I know. So it's not really like something that I mean, I don't have a dad to celebrate, so it's not really something that I'm like, yes, let me go celebrate Father's Day. Just sucks, but I don't know. Anyway. I know I have to though, so I don't know, guys. I should just go, but I do maybe tonight we could kind of dig in more, or I don't know. Well, I guess if I could find anything more interesting, like more about this case, we might just have to wait until more things come out. Let me see here. We got law and crime. Maybe law and crime has the affidavit. So whoever said it's only a paragraph, can you send it to me so we could just read it real quick? Because by the time I request it and get it, it's probably going to be too late. I'm trying to look for it though. Actually, when I'm doing that, I'll here, let me play this while I'm looking for it. So we'll play this one real quick. I'll just skip it to so as you guys haven't seen it. Here's the body cam.
We gotta find cover first. We ain't no good
Play
if
it
we
one more
ain't
time and then
safe ourselves.
Yeah, I have Twitter. Is it on Twitter? Oh, I didn't even think to look on Twitter. Hold on a
We
second.
need to come from this side where we can see them.
Thank you.
Don't take cover behind her.
Good idea.
We see them. We're going to approach from this side. We got cover.
Sometimes I don't think, you know.
Right here.
6 covered, 29 and 63 at Tyga.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I found it. God, why didn't I think of that? Oh, there's a lot.
Show us your fucking...
Hold on, let me share this real quick, and then I do have to go. It's like sad though. I just can't even, like, there's more pictures here. Hold on. All right, Twitter, where are we at? Yeah, here we go. So here, look at these. Oh my God, they're so cute. Mm. And then I guess here it is, but God, that's kind of gonna be hard to read. Hold on. You know what I need to do real quick? Hold on 1 second. I just need to try to save it. There's probably another one somewhere that I could get. Well, I just saved it, so hopefully I'll be able to zoom in. Just for right now. I know since I'm in a hurry, we'll just do it this way. So it really is only a paragraph. All right, here we go. Well, it's pulling it up. Come on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so on 6/15, deputies responded to 1965 Laura Lindell Road, Claremont County, for a report of a male was killing everyone in the house. Upon deputies' arrival, multiple subjects were injured in the yard of the residence and in grave condition. Deputies came into contact with defendant, who resides at this residence and identified by witness as the suspect. Defendant was taken into custody. Units on scene attempted to render aid, but the subjects were found to be deceased with gunshot wounds. Defendant was transported to the sheriff's office for further investigation. Defendants confessed to planning and carrying out the deaths of the victims involved for several months. So who was asking that? Yeah, so it actually does say that in the affidavit. So several months. All right, let me see what else that was on Twitter. They look like they had a few interesting things. All right, so we have. Oh, once again, I have to share this. Hold on. Am I the only blind one, or would you guys be able to read that if I didn't zoom in? Or am I just getting old? I just can't read it anymore. All right. Okay. So this one says, yeah, nothing really. All right. One more thing here. My mom's gonna yell again. Sometimes she's like, gets so annoying sometimes with her yelling. She loves to just scream up here instead of like, we're a house. We're like a yelling house. I bet you a lot. How many of you guys do that in houses? Like you just yell and scream if you need. Sometimes it's annoying now. It's like my mom's voice is like, eh. I love her, but I mean when she yells, like to get my attention, like because she can't hear me because I have these walls right here, like these soundproof walls. So she'll scream and I'll answer back, and then she'll just keep doing it. I'll be like, I'm answering you. She doesn't hear me answering. It gets very frustrating. Yeah, it looks like everything else we already went through. There's really, yeah, there's not a lot out. I mean, there's more news clips, just like random neighbors and stuff, but I think we went through everything that's out then. Would you guys be interested in, I mean, what case are you guys, so I'm going to follow this one, definitely, especially because it's Ohio. Is there any other one? What is the one, the Richens? Are you guys interested in that one? I was thinking about getting that book. You just need some new cases. And this one, I feel like, yeah, I'm going to cover it, but it's going to be a kind of a slow process because there's going to be slowly information is going to be released. Yeah, Sarah Boone, I've definitely done that. Is there anything new though on Sarah Boone? Because I have to, this Idaho case, I've been like spending so much time going through everything, but I feel like I'm just like wasting my time. So I just got to get out of that case. I have one more video I want to do on that case with the cell phone towers because I already put so much time into it. But besides that, I need to get a new case going here. That case, I don't know. There's too many. Yeah, I just need to find something else. So yeah, this case and then, hold on. What do you guys want to, if we do one tonight, what do you guys want to do it on? So we have the Corey Richins I want to do. I'm a little bit behind on that as far as videos. I know there's been a lot coming out so I might like start from the beginning. So I might like end up doing stuff that you guys already seen with the Corey Richins, but I want to start from the beginning. So those of you that maybe didn't see stuff. And then this case, and then you said, Sarah Boone, isn't her trial coming up? If they have that televised, I definitely want to watch that. We'll definitely watch that together. Anybody else? Oh, Delphi. There's supposed to be some new documents in Delphi coming out, guys. Yes. Yes, thank you. So I want to try to get those when they come out. When are they supposed to come out? Oh, is that the one where she killed her boyfriend, the Courtney Clenny? Chobani? I think it's the one. Wait, the Sarah Boone. Wait. When does the Sarah Boone trial start? We definitely got to watch that together. I don't know. I don't know if Mez, if you're answering Shay. Okay, Shay Bonnie. I mean, I'll probably only be able to do a few of these at a time, but I'll try to pick a few of these that have enough to talk about. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go. Mez, are you answering me about what I don't know if you're answering me about the documents or about Sarah Boone trial. You're talking about the Delphi documents, right? I'm talking about the Sarah Boone trial. When does that start? I'll look it up. I know that's coming soon. Let's see, Sarah. I'll just look it up right now and see. July 24th. It says the trial has been delayed. It's supposed to be July 24th. So let me write that down for Sarah Boone. 24th trial. Okay, so we'll definitely do that. And then, yeah, Corey Richins, I'm gonna go over everything with that. I'm gonna get the book. I want to get the book. I was trying to order it yesterday, but I didn't have my Amazon password with me. So hopefully I'll be able to order it. And then this case. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, everybody have a happy Father's Day. I might hop back on later. Depending on if I find anything more on this case, maybe do this case, maybe do one of the other ones. I don't know. All right, I better go down and see who's here. Thanks for stopping out, everybody. Bye. Bye, Jen. Oh, I should say hi to a few people. We got Jen, Maddie, Morning Star. Hey, Charleston. We got Mez. Crime Curious, how are you? Lorianne. Kayla, thank you. Hey, Brianna. Nope, never late because YouTube, just go ahead and rewind. Yeah. How are you, Brianna? Hey, Kathleen. Shay in the house. Harlot. Dark Horse, thank you for all the information. You're very helpful today. Mama Mia, I got Annie P. Where are they coming out at, the Delphi documents? I have to find out where I could get them when they come out. Christy, how bad does he look, by the way? Richard Allen, oh my lord, I've never seen such a drastic change. It looks like an old 80-year-old man the way, I mean, and it looks like he has like a scar on his face. Did you see that? When he was walking in, why does it look like there's a scar on his face? I don't know. I mean, it looks like a pretty big one, unless if it's just the way it looked, like his skin. Did anybody else see that? Okay, yes, Courtney Claney. Okay, thank you, Chebani. Maybe we could watch that together tonight if I could find it. Interrogation. Okay. Let me try to find it. Thank you. Oh, they did, Melmac? Shoot. Wonder if I could get it through another website. Hey, Mar. All right. No, I haven't. It's recent. Good. I want like a recent case is what I'm trying to find, is like some recent cases. Hey, Mez, have you did any requests yet? I need to get some requests in for stuff. I'm trying to think I could do some too. All right, bye everybody. Happy Father's Day to any men out there.